What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going back into Season 8 and 9 of Old Fortnite. And I'm going to let y'all know this now. This is these are two completely different maps, but go into Season 8 at your own risk, because I think trying to record in it and just exploring the map, I've crashed at least 10 times in there. So go to Season 8 in your own risk, but Season 9 is perfectly fine. I didn't have any problems with it. But less of me talking, more to the video. So I hope you guys will like this video. Please like and subscribe, and let's get into this, bro. Holy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 8 of Old Fortnite. This is very laggy right now. Yeah, I have to go down for everything to render, but bro, this is my starter season. Well, technically Season 7 was my starter season, but you know, Season 8 is when I started. Okay, I can't say that's a exact replica of the old thing, but still good enough. But let's go to the volcano, because that's like the first place we need to go for real, for real. And where's my assistant at? Are you alive? Speak louder. They probably didn't hear you.
No.
Where you? Okay, well, wherever you're at, go to the damn volcano. Oh no. Oh, I got scared for a second. I was like, wait. Oh no. Man. I guess they couldn't get it exactly perfect, because this part right here used to never be like that. Can I still go inside? I want to go inside it. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh my god. No! I think I just got baited. Oh, okay. Well, the lava doesn't kill you, and I got baited. This volcano is... Man, this makes me want to crash out. This volcano has nothing in it. Oh god, I'm dead. Oh, okay. I'm not. I just glitched into the map a little bit. How the hell do I get out of here? Oh, okay. Okay. So whatever you do not go in the volcano. And there's no wind tunnels here either. Man. That's a very downgrade. And if I'm... Wow. Really? To whoever created this map? This is where Tomato Temple was. And it's now gone. And I think my sister is actually no longer here. I don't know where he went. But anyways, that's disappointing. That's two disappointments. The fact that this doesn't even have the actual stuff inside, and that he didn't even put Tomato Temple. I feel like he could have at least put Tomato Temple. Alright, but let's not fully complain. Let's head over to the next Season 8 locations. Alright, and another sad, disappointing thing about this is that this little lagoon spot is not even here, bro. Like, it's not even here, bro. Excuse my hiccups, by the way. This is disappointing. Hopefully the Season 9 map has this. But let's head over to the next one. And we are now at Sunny Steps, bro. Sunny Steps was one of the better locations in Chapter 1 when it came out, and then just like most other seasons, this location got pretty forgotten around Season 9 to 10. I remember, I think mainly in this one, there was just like a bunch of not booby traps, but a bunch of things under here. Yeah, they got everything in here all right. This is when the second version of the traps came out. The poison darts. Those ones were not the worst, but they also weren't the best. Because it had an after effect, but I'm pretty sure it barely did that much damage, unlike a regular trap. And I think, unless it's not in this map, okay, I guess it's not, because I remember there was, because this is the location that took away risky reels and all that, and I'm pretty sure there was like another version of it around here, but I guess in this one it's not here. If hopefully, most likely some of the things that aren't in this map, hopefully I'll be able to display them to y'all in the season 9 one. So yeah, but I think we head over to the next location now. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh my god, I remember that. Yo. The rock mouth? Wait a minute. Is that the... No, I was gonna say, those are just regular rocks. The rock husband and the rock wife? Bro, if I find them, I hope I do, bro. Alright, but let's head over to the next one. And we are now at the block, bro. The block came out during season 7, around there, but obviously, you know, we wasn't able to find a map. But this is basically when people's creations of in Fortnite Creative, they bring it into the map. It would change maybe every week, I can't fully remember, but yeah, this is at least one of them, because obviously who knows how many there were out there, so they probably couldn't get all of them. But I actually never seen this version of the block before, so this is actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, I've never seen this part of the map before. This is cool. Which is funny because I played in season 8, so I'm surprised I never seen this. Alright, on to the next location. And we are now at Lazy Lagoon, one of the second best locations on chapter 1 season 8. This was Blackheart's location, the pirate skin, as you can clearly see by the ship. And as you can see here with the cannonballs, there used to be like, you know, launchers here before, but apparently they wasn't able to load them in, so that's very disappointing, but that's alright. The lagoon was the second thing we saw that's not like fully water, so it's pretty cool. And the Blackheart ship is pretty much the same thing as you would see, because it's been in creative for who knows how long, literally since it came out. So yeah, that's pretty sick. But they got everything inside, his headquarters and everything. Look at that, that's pretty sick. I remember coming back here, but I was on mobile back then. All of the tree vibes, and there's a bunch, like I said, there's a bunch of things that are not outside of here, so hopefully we can find those in season 9, but I'm trying to display everything that I can find so far here. So I think now it's time to move on to the next location. And just like in my season 7 review, I was only able to see this part of what is left over of Greasy Grove in the replays, but in this map we can actually see it now, which is good, because I was kind of disappointed that I wasn't in that late game. But yeah, this is all that's left of literally Greasy Grove, and I'm pretty sure you can still go under here. Yeah, you can still go under here, but everything is frozen. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think sometimes there would be like a chest stuck in here, I think. Sometimes. But yeah, this would be like a little hiding spot sometimes, but obviously if you see a thing broken, you can tell someone's under there. But yeah, not much over here since that it's mainly just ice, but just still a nice little thing to go by. Alright, on to the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in season 9 of Fortnite. And before we go to all the new main POIs, as I've stated in the in last season, oh no. So, like I said, unfortunately, like I said, some of the volcano and stuff didn't load into the last match. So just real quick, so we can get this on, we're gonna go to the main locations from season 8, and then we're gonna move directly on to season 9. And I'm stuck in the sky again, so I'll catch you guys when I'm down there. Alright, finally back to the ground, and yeah, unlike Season 8. The volcano is not the same how it used to be. It is now the pressure plant. And this actually got changed twice in this season due to the mech coming out. This came out a couple times, or not came out a couple times. This came out twice. It got changed twice. I'm sorry, I cannot speak today for some reason. But yeah, it is the pressure plant, and it was an alright location. I can't say it was my favorite during the time. But yeah, let's head over to next places. Detour stops real quick. Like I said, we're finishing up. So this was also not in season 8 map. The pirate little stops here as well. They're a little bit different due to season 9, but all of them are added in here because of that. And also the wind streams are here, like the craters. These are also what I was pointing out that were not added into the last map, which is very disappointing. Same with what's it called? Tomato Temple. Tomato Temple wasn't even here last time, or in the last season, because of reasons. I don't know why. I guess they just couldn't. I guess they just wasn't able to fix it or put it in the map for some reason, which is very odd. But all right, on to the next season 8 places real quick. And we're back here because everything got added this time, which is really good, even though there wasn't that much here to begin with. But look, they added the fish. I actually forgot there was a fish here, which is surprising. And also in season 7 they also added a turtle that was never added. Well, you know, because it was only a late game and all that. But besides that, I think that was it for all the animals around here. And over here too, I never knew what these were really meant for. They just got added into season 8 randomly with the whole POIs and all that. All these bases and all that. If we look back on this now, they're using old buildings from Frosty Flights, but this is kind of giving me the slightest bit of Chapter 2 vibes. Chapter 2 Season 1. It's slightly giving me the vibes. And I'm trying to stroll here as quickly as I can, because since that things are actually added into this one, there's things that I wanted to point out. So yeah, I was just doing tiny bit of exploring. So yeah, there's a bunch of more stuff that got added in, which is good, but besides that, I don't really see anything too big that got added that needed to be specified. So now that we're done with that, we can finally head over to our season 9 locations. We are finally at our first season 9 location in the Mega Mall, and the wind streams are back too. This was really fun. I think, yeah, you were basically able to use anything in the wind streams for real, like ballers, hoverboards, and everything. So yeah, most of the regular buildings here got kind of featured out, but besides some of the houses getting featured out, I think not much changed around here. Oh yeah, that building got fixed finally. So yeah, they basically just refixed this part of Retail Row, and then over here is where the fun part is, literally the Mega Mall. This was the biggest change, one of the biggest changes of the season, besides a particular one, but we're gonna check that out sooner or later. But dude, this thing was hard to figure out where you were going sometimes. And I think, yeah, season 9 was also the first season we had the Stranger Things collab. So just like in Blitz right now, back then there used to be the Stranger Things portal, and you're able to go through it. It's pretty sick. But yeah, they have a pizza pit here, a bunch of stuff. I think there was ice creams here too. as well. You know, it's been such a while. And while we are on our way to our next location, as we can see a couple bits in the sky, let's head over to one of those parts. And we are now on the floating pad, and this was like one of the places you would die a lot if you accidentally fell. And I think I stated in an earlier video, like in season 4, I think, that place got changed into the Little Whip ice cream place now. So that's the tiny detail. And one thing I did specify, I think I checked back when I was in season 6, that house over there. That house over there, I love that house. And of course, we need to go to it. So let's go. And as we can see here, this is technically John Wick's house, because in season 9 they did the official collab with John Wick, and they added this part right here next to Paradise, which is technically his house. I remember landing here so many times with the OG squad, bro, trying to get, we actually got like so many good loot here, but if I'm trying to remember, there's an underground part to this house. I'm trying to like remember. I think I might just have to break the floor. Oh no, right here. Yeah, no, this part right here used to, actually wait, no, yeah, right here, exactly. A bunch of hidden chests right here. It was literally such a good loadout, or not loadout, it was literally such a good landing spot. I love this house so much. I can't wait for it to come back eventually in regular Fortnite OG, because I'm going to be landing here a lot. But yeah, now we end up moving on to the next location. Quick tiny detour stop. I know this isn't really much, there isn't really nothing to show here, but if any of you guys remember back in season 9, I think it was during the summer stuff, there was literally a giant duck, like a rubber duck, right here, and it had like so much health, and I think everyone was like, people were putting in private matches so they can try to destroy it and see what happens, bro. If you guys remember that, I remember that. But that's just something I wanted to point out, because it's a little fun memory. But anyways, back onto the way. And we are now standing right next to Polar Peak, because if you guys remember in the season 8 event, the volcano literally erupted and destroyed multiple locations, mainly why a lot of it is futuristic now, which is why Mega Mall's here. But it did end up hitting Polar Peak. It only made a crack, but if some of you remember, that crack eventually started to crack more, and an eye literally got revealed. And next thing you know, the entire part of Polar Peak right here is just gone. And it came down to one of the best Fortnite events ever. And there was a bunch of stuff here like footprints, and sometimes you would even see Polar Peak literally just going across the water. But let's actually go up to Polar Peak real quick to see if there was any changes on the inside real quick. So I took a look around in the entire Polar Peak castle, and basically nothing's changed. I don't remember this crater being here, but this could just be like a tiny little mistake due to the creator, but it's really nothing to worry about because nothing really changed until later updates for season 9. But obviously this is what you're gonna get in this map for now. But alright, now we head over to the next location. Another tiny detour stop. So this was something that I wanted to show off in the season 7 video, but like I've stated multiple times, it was a late game. But the ice sculptures, this is really nothing to really be excited about, but I think it was cool that that these were here. It was due to the new pack that came out as well. And one more thing, that if you go all the way over here, you can actually go down to the bunker of the Trog skin. Yeah, this is his bunker. Wait, there's fish. Okay, Sorry. Every time I see something like fish related in this game, I have to see if it dances. But besides that, yeah, these are tiny little things that I wanted to point out in season 7, but I couldn't do it, which kind of sucked. But I'm glad I'm able to do it now. But back to the path. Another detour stop real quick, because here at Pleasant, if I remember, they added a like secret thing under here, just like they did with, yeah, whoa, maybe they didn't put it in, I could be wrong. Nope, they put it in. I was incorrect, but they did put it in. Just like how they did with Salty Springs that one time, they ended up putting like a underground thing here in Pleasant. It's like a whole lab and stuff, which is cool, but I never understood the purpose why it was here. Wow, there was a lot here, to be honest. That's crazy. I didn't expect that. Alright. Now we head to the last 2 locations, if I'm correct. And if we look just above, or if we look just ahead, there is Loot Lake, and it's completely different, which for some reason we never knew why at the time. I guess it's powered by Neo Tilted. But real quick, there were these little like windmill fans here, so that was just like a tiny little thing I wanted to show in. But besides that, they did completely change Loot Lake for the first time, because half of the time it's always been the center, but they actually changed the entire thing. Like, they have this entire tube. But yeah, during the unvaulting event, which was also the volcano event, out of nowhere this vault just appeared underground, and we had no idea what it was at the time, but now, due to the Fortnite storyline, we now know that this is meant for this is the vault for the 0 point, because we saw the 0 point in there, but we never knew what it was. We used to call the 0 point the orb, which was funny. And then if I remember over here they had a little dig site. I can't remember if there was actually anything at the bottom of it, but I think throughout the weeks of season 9, yeah, look, they actually, yeah, throughout the weeks though, this was covered up and they ended up digging it all the way for down here, but there's literally nothing here. I don't remember. I don't know if this had anything to do with the storyline. Like, if it does, that's cool. Because maybe that's like something to the bridge? I don't even know. But yeah, they changed Loot Lake to the vaults, which honestly I actually liked the vault Loot Lake. It was pretty cool. But now it is time for us to move on to the last location of season 9. You know what, guys? I'm sorry about that real quick. I kind of forgot that they did something here at Dusty. Yeah, the middle part of it literally just turned into lava. For what apparent reason, I have no clue. But yeah, sorry, I know we were supposed to go to the last location, but I forgot that they ended up changing something here to Dusty, which is a very slight change, but you know, I have to show it off. But alright, now, for real this time to head over to the last location of season 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Neo Tilted, one of the best locations in season 9, considering that it's the newest one in this season, because Tilted got absolutely demolished by the volcano. Like, the volcano straightly went for Tilted. But yeah, everything about Neo Tilted is literally new. A bunch of wind tunnels here and all that. And I think, yeah, literally, it has the sign right now. This is another building that was also meant for the John Wick collab. Because we had the tactical assault rifle come out, and the pump shotgun also got unvaulted. I mean, the pump shotgun got vaulted this season too, so we had the combat shotgun. they ended up putting a Durr Burger in here. I'm probably guessing since that Durr Burger was at Greasy Grove and Greasy Grove is now frozen. Yeah, and then this is like the next, or like the future clock tower. I think that timer was pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Fortnite timers sometimes though, like live events. But yeah, Neo Tilted is just so much to take in, but it's such a beautiful location. It's very disappointing though that they ended up getting rid of it a season right after. Well, it stayed in Season X for a little, but they changed it. But yeah, guys, this is it for Season 9 and 8. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.